When you think about your life, though, Dro, I mean, you knowing Tip before both of y'all boys blew up, man, and then just your eyes being able to see all these different folks. You know, you see a young Fabo, but you don't know that he's going to turn out to be a grown Fabo and all of this extra stuff. What is it like when you see folks realizing their dreams and stuff like that along with yourself, knowing those humble beginnings that y'all all came from?
It gives you, it kind of like, it's like record execs. You feel me? That's looking from a vantage point. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, oh, he finna be. You know what I mean? I knew Fabo was gonna be a problem. When he was a problem because we didn't get along.
Why the hell you and Fabo couldn't get along?
We just didn't get along. Like when we were coming up, we didn't get along at all. We stayed together. Like we stayed together. And when I seen how Fabo act, I was like, yeah, I'm not staying here. I actually gave up my room there. You know what I'm saying? I gave up my room, and I just that's how I was though. I hate confrontation. You know what I'm saying? I really love the kid. For what he do, his craft and everything. But the personal stuff, I just don't really like getting into. You know what I mean? But to actually be around him and see him and hear him, I was like, because they didn't know who else to go get. You feel me? He would be right there. You feel me? Even though I was lyrical, he'll give me the, help in the rap. You know what I mean? We'll end up rapping, and it go the way it go. You know what I mean? But he was the competition I had. You know what I mean? And it was good seeing him, and it was good seeing everybody in their prime. It's almost like you get a chance to see greatness before the world does. You know what I mean? It's almost like the plug. The plug get to see the great hustlers. Like, oh, he gonna be something. You feel what I'm saying? So it feels good to be around. It felt good for Tip to show me everything. Like, man, I'm talking about, bro took everything that I had been through to a whole nother height. You feel what I'm saying? I started seeing mansions. I started seeing different women stars. You feel what I'm saying? Like people that I never thought I would see. I end up seeing. You know what I mean? And it was almost like it was just yesterday when I was talking about I wish I could see this person. You feel what I'm saying? and it felt good.
Being with Grand Hustle, man, y'all team was so damn strong at the time. What was that like when y'all were mobbing through PSC, having y'all way and straight up dominating out here in these streets?
Oh man, it was. I can't even put it into words. You know what I mean? Actually being a part of something that was so heavy. You know what I mean? It was like, my boy was like on top of the world, and right after you check with him, you checking in with me. You feel what I'm saying? So it was unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, and I keep using that word because I believe certain things. I believe some things that would happen, and some things that God just laid on me. Like, you believe that, did you? I was like, nah, I ain't believe that. You know what I mean? So it was almost like when me and Shawty was mobbing through the city, and like even PSC, like these boys, they was some stand up cats, man.
Yes, sir.
They still is, man. And I remember just getting over there, and like the PSC album had just came out, and they was having these bankrolls. Them boys give me money. And I remember being at Lennox. You know what I'm saying? I pull up on them broke. Hey man, y'all out there, man. Hey, let's get Dro some money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody give me some money. You know what I'm saying? And how it was going was, it was a family thing, and Tip just took a liking to me like before everything. So by the time it got there, it was a lot of blessings that flowed through, man. And we was like inseparable at one point. One time, I think Jason Jeter they had to tell us to stop hanging. Like, you're gonna have to you got to let Dro go because Shawty can rap. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hanging, and you know what I'm saying? And Tip, I think we got to LA one time, and Tip pulled me in the bathroom like, hey bro, we got this goddamn, we can't keep hanging out like this. And I'm looking at him like, nigga, you flew me out here. You know what I'm saying? But it was almost like that led me to be independent. You know what I'm saying? So when people don't see me with him all the time, he taught that to me. Like you don't need me for everything. Like you know what I mean? When you really need me, I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so in that independence, I couldn't have asked for nothing more than that. You feel what I'm saying? Because he could be a year on the other side of the planet. I could survive.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Without nothing, you know what I mean? Just on my own, like stand on your own too. And I preach that to anybody.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to start off self-sustainable artists.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to have to sit in a meeting with you for you to get your $1 million.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'll do it the first time. I'll do it the first couple of times. You feel what I'm saying? Or however long it needs to be done. But in the end, I'm going to walk off, and I want you to be able to do this on your own because you have your own children. You have your own mama. You feel me? And the people that you need to feed on your own. So, yeah, I appreciated that.
How did you deal with going from being the West Side player to being world renowned and having all of that attention on you, man? What was that transition like, dealing with the fame and then still remaining accessible in the hood to everybody?
I mean, let's be honest. I took the being in the hood shit. It went too far. You know what I mean? I was too accessible. You feel what I'm saying? Like I look back on it and it's just like, yeah, Dro, you was in Etheridge a lot. You know, you was riding down Bankhead too much. And I thought that doing shows was like, yeah, I just came from Germany. You feel me? But I would come right back to the hood just because I just missed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I could have been somewhere using my time a little bit different. So to be from there, I think it was the people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being attached to the people, the chicks.
Yeah.
You know, getting that validation. I think I seek validation a lot.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
You know, leaving the hood and going out and then coming back, you know, helping out, you know, showing off the stuff that I got, you know what I mean? Which is cool, but it's a way to do that. You know what I mean? You could do it in a way where you don't actually have to sit there and waste time. It can actually count. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? You can actually be there in the hood, but like make it count, you know, start some stuff for the kids around, you know.
Yeah.
But I was out literally giving away money out my pocket with no camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't really, I'm not saying you should, you know, capture that on camera, but like make it make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're just hanging over here for nothing. And I did that so much. I missed a lot of opportunities, you know, doing it in that manner. You know what I mean?
What were some of the opportunities that you felt like you missed?
Oh man. TV. It's a lot of things I believe Tip said no to because he knew I wasn't mentally there. You know, because if you to this day you're gonna be like, Tip, where Dro?
Yeah.
Or you feel what I'm saying? Or if you can't do this, Dro can. You feel what I'm saying? Or and the same thing for me, Dro, what Tip? You know, I need Tip to, you feel what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of things that Shawty probably, you know, I want to call this nigga, but this nigga be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the drugs played a big role in that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would find myself fighting with wanting to be in the hood and on top of getting high repeatedly. Yeah. You know, trying to be street, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or trying to, you know, I'm keeping the credibility, but I'm not evolving. And so hanging in the hood like that is not really a good thing.
When you speak of the drugs, I saw you over there kicking a major flavor with my brother Parlay, man.
Yeah.
That was a cold-blooded ass interview as well. Yeah. What up, Dole?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Come on, man. Talk to me about kicking it and then saying, you know what, I got to stay clean. And then what are your thoughts on this fentanyl in the streets too? Did that shake you up and scare you in and say, you know what, I don't want to wind up dead behind this stuff?
I mean, well, it's a complicated story for me. Like my dad's like drug user. My whole family, like my grandmama had like 7 kids. Like a lot, all of them died off crack and, you know, heroin and stuff like that, except for my mom and my auntie. So it's just like 2 siblings left on my grandmama's side.
My God.
On my mama's side. So it's for me, it just, you know, coming from a praying family and knowing that, you know, it's stunted the growth. of an artist. You know, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, this person held you back. This person," you know, they try to. I've heard a lot of people blame my friend, blame Tip, and he had nothing to do with the drug habit that I had and where it led me.
Yeah,
because last time I checked, he wasn't giving me no pill to pop. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wasn't putting it in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? All of these were my choices, and accountability for that. I have to step in and say, "Hey, listen, that was, you know," and so that was my fault, and so it'll be messed up for me to tell you that another person was responsible for my growth being stunted because of drugs, and I kind of just came to grips with at some point.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like that, you have to actually give it up. You know what I mean? For not even for public wise, like for my health, for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like, nigga, you gonna keep doing that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't give a damn. You feel what I'm saying? Like in the end, then I had a couple homeboys. They when their health got bad, if they wasn't on drugs, they would probably had a chance. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if my health starts declining when I get older, I don't want to be having drugs in the way of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody's health is going to decline at some point.
Those are facts.
And I don't need to be fighting drugs and health. And you know what I mean? Like,
my God.
So yeah, and that just really, and then I, you know, getting older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't want to be nowhere looking like I looked at 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with those same kind of eyes, those geeked up ass eyes and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You in your prime looking like that, like nigga, come on, like, you feel me? So it's at that point, and then the fentanyl thing, that was just the icing on the cake. Like now, nigga, you can die. Like, and I ain't the type to be. I don't want to buy something and then be like, I hope this ain't. You feel what I'm saying? I hope this ain't it. I hope, and then it be the one. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't be trying to be wearing that up. And I if I could say anything to the youth, like, don't gamble your life.
Yeah.
Don't gamble. Don't let popping no pill. Don't gamble, like, cause if you got any kids at home, don't gamble that shit on no perk, on no ecstasy pill, on no cocaine, on no heroin. Yeah. Don't gamble it. Like, that shit mean way more than you.
Exactly.
You feel me? And then if you're strong enough, make the decision to leave that shit alone.
Exactly.
Eventually, it's gonna hurt you. The drugs always win. You feel what I'm saying? Like when about the opportunities, the drugs won those opportunities. You feel what I'm saying? And I didn't win them. I probably thought I was gonna win them. When you high, you think you can just fly. You feel me? But in the end, you just make a whole lot of promises that you can't keep. Yeah. You feel me? And you get it. I get it. You be high and you be thinking like, you know, it help you cope. You might have childhood traumas like I did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Being shot, wearing shit bags, and you feel me? And I used that shit to cope. Yeah. But I used it to cope, and then it also started altering my future. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? It started making decisions for me. Yeah. Like, you said you was gonna make this meeting up here, but you're really not. Yeah. You feel me? And when I was getting high, I thought I was. You feel me? By the time you get there, now you all over the place. Yeah. You're looking bad. Niggas like, let's take the check back. You feel me? You know. Nah, let's take the camera off of him, and the opportunity we said we was gonna give him, let's hold that on. And then so the whole thing about the drug thing and about what kids are going through today, I know this sounds crazy, but just say no. I mean, you know, it sounds cliche, but just say no, man.
I'm with you.